remembers back to physics class when you first learned about velocity. And maybe it was science, perhaps, maybe it wasn't specifically physics, but the reason I bring this up is that technically the term velocity has both a speed component and a direction component. Usually when you're talking about speed, it's just, let's say, kilometers per hour, meters per second, miles per minute, if it's something larger. But it's important when we look at velocity, you need a vector, you need a direction. If you don't know the direction, you can't do proper calculations, you can't know what an opposing force might feel like, etc., etc. Like, not to bog down in all the science talk, but there's two components to velocity. There's, of course, the speed and the direction. And this applies to your goal, like the velocity of your progress. And to me, I would always say that the direction is more important than the speed. Because those of you guys that recall the old fable, the tortoise and the hare, slow and steady wins the race. And the whole story really attempts to teach you that it's about being consistent, patient, continue at it steadfastly, and it's not about speed. Speed sometimes could make you lose altogether. You don't even finish the race, let's say, right? But where it comes to your goal, it's more important to look at the direction rather than the speed. And the speed can mean intensity at the same time. It doesn't necessarily need to be how fast. It's like how intensely you're working. It's important that you're working in the right direction. And that allows you to live 80-20. That allows you to live your life and not feel like you're losing out. That allows you to be pleasantly surprised with how easy it is. For the velocity of your success, it's important to look at both speed and direction, but I'll continue to argue that direction is more important. The average trend, the direction, is the most important aspect of your approach to your goal. So don't lose sight of that. It does not matter how fast you go there. It actually is probably better to go slower for most people, because if you go quickly and you burn out, it doesn't matter anymore. It's pretty much over, as we'd say, until you get that frustration, that motivation to continue up again. So when looking at the velocity of progress towards your goal, the speed and direction are the two components of it. But of course, I will continue to always argue it's about the direction more than the speed.